Yo, what up y'all, man? It's your boy Z back with another video. This is part 2 of my journey to Christ, my walk with Christ, and where Christ has brought me from, and everything that I did in order to get where I am. And look, this story is about to get saucy, bro. So y'all get tuned for that. We about to start this, so get ready, bro. You feel me? If you haven't subscribed already, make sure you subscribe, like, comment, share this video. And yeah, guys, without saying much more, let's get into it. The summer of grade 9 going to grade 10. That summer, I must say, was the time where I just slowly started creeping back into sin, and I found myself in 2 months I was back to how I was, double and even worse. Now see, when Jesus says that if we get delivered from a spirit and we continue to live in sin, it comes back to a swept and clean house with more than one. So that is what happened to me, and I found myself slowly starting to get more angry, right? And slowly more lustful, slowly being deceiving and lying to people. And man, I was just like, dang, what's going on, bro? Like, what is truly going on? And I mean, at that time, although I tried my best to know Christ on a deeper level, I was not there yet to differentiate between the lies of Satan and the truths of God. As much as I tried to read my Bible after COVID-19 restrictions were removed, I was back in that lifestyle. And without saying much, man, the whole of grade 10, grade 11, and grade 12 was just me, bro, just doing everything out there that's possible. I'm like, bro, I'm talking like talking to multiple women at the same time. I'm talking like going crazy, like, bro, just hitting on people, trolling, not serious about nothing, lazy. Man, I was addicted to porn. I was doing all of that, bro. I was just stuck in this place. During this time, God is still constantly telling me, yo, you need to get serious. You need to wake up from this foolishness and come to me. So I was still getting convicted, but at some point, there was like, the voice of God wasn't as loud. And that should have ticked a flag for me, but it didn't. I just kept doing it. I kept living in sin. Non-stop, man. I was wilding in high school. A lot of people know me in high school, bro. Y'all know how I was. I did not play, bro. I was just wilding, like straight wilding, like it was crazy. Where my life started to transform, I remember saying to God, I said, Lord, I will commit to you if one, you bring me a wife or a girl that I can build my life with, and then I will consider building my relationship with you and her so that we can be one in flesh and grow. So I said, I used to pray this all the time, and after high school was done, life got real. You feel me? Life got really real, and I had to start working. I was working full time, and I had a girl at this time. Life was good, like on the outside, but on the inside, your boy was dying, bro, because I was confused by what I wanted to do in life. I was confused by what's next in my life. So it was just very tough for me. And I remember, like when I had my girl, there was an incident where there were 3 people in my life that I needed to forgive. These 3 people, I'm not gonna say any names, but I felt a lot of resentment toward. I remember praying to God, saying that whatever it is, Lord, let me clean myself and come to you so that I may be renewed. After I prayed that prayer, one of the people that I hated reached out to me, and then we talked and we reconciled and everything was good. And then there was another person, and this person I hadn't even talked to in a long time, bro, like no contact type. And I went to the gym. Actually, I was at work, and I came home after work, and I was really tired, and I didn't want to go to the gym. But my girl's like, yo, you gotta go, you can't miss today, man, like, blah, blah, blah. I was like, at that time, by the way, so I was like, all right, cool, you know what, I'll go. I went, and as soon as I walked in, I saw that person. It was the same day, by the way, the same day. So I left, I go home, telling my girl, it's low-key kind of weird that this person that I hated and this person that I hated both reached out to me. Like, I saw them, one I saw at the gym and one actually reached out in the same day. And once I told her that, I heard the voice of God say forgive. And I was like, dang, now it makes sense. I need to forgive these people. And that is what I ended up doing. And when I forgave them, I saw my life getting better. The same way Jesus says, when you go to the altar, make sure you forgive the people that you hate, or make sure you reconcile with the people that hate you. and try to fix your relationships before you come to me. And that's what I did. And without even knowing, God led me through that. And I did that. And I remember, like I said, there was 3 people. And one day I was working. 2 days later after that, the 3rd person walks in at Food Basics, just randomly pops by, and we had a chat. Now, that's when I knew God was speaking to me. And again, I heard the voice say, forgive. I forgave that person. I forgave a lot of people, but those 3 were the ones that I was like, yo, I hate these guys. I don't want to be around them. And I remember one time while I was working, there was a man. He was about like 85 to 90 years old. I'll say he was old. He was tall. He had bright blue eyes. And I remember this man just staring at me. And man, we made eye contact. I got spooked because his eyes were just bright blue. I'm like, bro, what? I turned the other way because I'm like, nah, I ain't dealing with that. And I went, and he comes to me. He's like, excuse me. I said, hi, how may I help you? He says, you have a very distinct look to you. If this was the old times, you would have been a pharaoh. He says, you are blessed. I'm like, what? But I felt the peace of God. Like, I felt the presence of God that I hadn't felt in a long time while he was speaking to me. And he walked away, and I was just looking, trying to see who he was. And then he turns, and then I was trying to find him so I can ask him what it meant, and he wasn't there. I couldn't find him anywhere. And I remember just thinking to myself, like, yo, did I just meet an angel? Because the presence of God was with him, and what he told me is just kind of crazy. I'm like, bro, what does he mean? Like, I was so confused. And I remember that was the moment that I thought, like, I was going crazy, bro. I was like, bro, there's no way people could believe this. But yeah, I told my girl, I was telling everybody. I'm like, bro, I met an angel. Man, God is doing something weird in my life, you feel me? And then, yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna leave it at that. You feel me? Because the next part, bro, that's gonna be more saucier. We're gonna get closer and closer to the end, and y'all gonna love it. Because what God has done in my life, bro, I can't even describe. Hope y'all enjoyed this video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss the next video when it comes out. And remember, guys, God loves you, and I love you too. Peace.